For example, recently I traveled to Algeria.
Okay.
Algeria used to source their big, they like consume a lot of coffee there, but they have never buy coffee directly from Ethiopia or other coffee producing countries.
Hello guys, this is Jesse with iAfriKey and I am here in Ethiopia. I'm meeting with a coffee processor business owner here to talk about his work, his experience, and the future coffee in Ethiopia.
My name is Santayo. I have a consultant business called Nordafri, and I'm just advising coffee exporters from Ethiopia. As you're well aware, Ethiopia is the birthplace of coffee. Coffee is originated from a place called Kaffa. That is why the word coffee also. So Ethiopia is the #1 producer and exporter of Arabica coffee in Africa. Currently, the country is able to export around 500,000 tons per year, which is the best varieties of coffee in the world.
Oh wow!
Ethiopian coffee is being exported to all over the world, particularly to the US, Europe, and now China is coming also.
So we are at
Karamara
Trading Corporation, which is this a subsidiary?
Food complex, yeah.
Okay.
This is an office. We have a laboratory here, coffee laboratory.
Okay.
So if you can come and follow us.
All right.
This is a grinder.
Okay.
And the brewed coffee will come here, so people cup it and taste it. This is called washed coffee.
Okay.
It comes with a parchment.
Okay. The cover. I see. Okay. Got it.
So the other processing type is natural.
Okay.
Actually, the natural coffee, the beans are selected.
Okay.
The cherries are selected.
Yes.
They just make it to dry on the sun.
Yes. Okay.
So they remove it and they sell it to us.
Okay.
That is natural way of preparation.
Okay.
The other one is this washed coffee. They just select the cherries.
Okay.
Washed it.
Yes.
First, so the slight part of the parchment will be removed there.
Okay.
Then they will keep it in tankers fermentation. Fermentation. Yeah.
Okay.
So they keep it for 3 or 4 days.
Okay.
It will be fermented. Then they will take it out and make it dry also by the sun. And when they sell to exporter, it comes like this one.
Okay.
So we will keep as it is because it will keep the freshness. And only when it is ready for export that we will remove in.
So until it's ready for export, then you remove the shell. And then you ship it out.
Yeah. So different suppliers send us different types of coffee.
Okay.
As I've told you, we source the coffee from small-scale farmers.
Yes.
And also our other sources are farm.
Gotcha.
So the small-scale farmers, they send us samples.
Okay.
Different types of sample. So this is, for example, Sidamo. This is a coffee growing area called Sidamo.
Okay.
As I've told you, it's one of the famous names. If you go to any coffee shop in USA, if you ask them about Sidamo, they know it.
Oh, really? Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay.
Famous name. If it is dry also, the quality of the coffee.
Now, can you just dry it more or is it ruined at that point?
No, 11-12% is optimum level. If you dry it very much, then the moisture will be removed, the coffee quality will be not good.
So is that where we get into the instant coffee market?
Yeah.
Okay.
If it is very dry or something like that,
okay,
you can do it for instant coffee or something like that.
Wow, so we see here, guys, this is really interesting. What's happening is some of the farms are sending him different types of coffee. They will leave the shell on there to preserve the freshness before roasting. But I just learned something really valuable. But then some send it without the shell. But moisture is key. If the moisture is beyond 11-12%, you're buying water, not coffee.
For example, this coffee I received from one farmer. it is a little, the moisture content is 9%.
So that's good, yeah?
Yeah, so this, we can use it for instant coffee or something like that. But it's not good for export.
Oh, it's not good for export.
Yeah,
Got it.
for fresh export.
Oh, so at 9%, this is still not good for export. So what is good for export?
12%, 11%.
Oh, I'm sorry. So, okay, so I misunderstood.
If it is below, that is not good. If it is above, it is also watery.
Okay.
So the optimum level is 11 to 12%.
Okay.
That will keep the flavor of the coffee as
intact.
Yeah, intact.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got
If it
it.
is very dry, some flavors will be out.
Okay.
But still, it's good for other processing, like as you said, instant
Instant
coffee.
coffee.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
But for specialty coffee, it has to be 12%.
So it's the opposite.
Yeah.
So 11-12% is good.
Yeah.
Anything less is lower quality.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
so
anything
it's the
above
opposite.
is watery, not good.
It's watery. Got it. Okay. So anything above 11-12% is not good.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
the sieve?
Yeah, sieve.
So this will measure the thickness of the coffee.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So if it is passed with this one, so we say the remaining coffee is 40% screen size.
Okay.
So some buyers, they will ask, what is the percentage of screen size? It's very low, that is not good. If it is very high, we call it elephant. Elephant size coffee, very fat.
Got it.
Low coffee, peaberry. So that's also lower quality coffee. It is still, some people buy it, but it's not good.
So the elephant bean is better.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. So could you walk me in terms of this? I saw
now we get the samples.
Okay.
We sort it. We check the moisture level.
Okay.
We take the sieve. Then the next, we take it
over to the roaster.
Yeah. Now we measure the moisture. We take the sieves, screen size, everything.
Yeah.
Now it is ready for roasting. So we bring the samples to roasters.
Light roast. So we light roast it for tasting.
If you roast it very dark, some of the content will be damaged, like acidity or something. If you burn it very much, the quality will not be good.
So no matter what type of coffee it is, you just medium roast it for tasting? Only?
Yeah, for tasting.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
So, and we also use, the water also matters for the quality of coffee.
Oh, wow.
So we have special water called iAfriKey. It's produced in Ethiopia actually. The mineral content is optimum, like sodium, calcium or something like that.
Wow.
So this water is, for example, there is Dega water. It's good for drinking.
Okay.
But for coffee quality,
not so good.
So
wow.
This is called iAfriKey. So everything matters quality. So this is produced in Ethiopia from a place called Sululta, some 30 kilometers from Addis. Addis is already on the higher altitude, around 2,500 above sea level, but this place is higher. So magnesium, potassium, as you can see, it is specified here.
Wow.
So these contents are good. So if, for example, acidity is higher in the water, then it will increase the acidity of the coffee. So it will give a different picture.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
gotcha. So that enhances the taste?
Yeah.
Wow.
So we have to use the optimum type of water.
So if your coffee's not tasting good, y'all, it's probably the water.
Yes.
Not the coffee, maybe.
Yeah. So coffee, right from the farm place. For example, the one which I showed you, it's a place called Bansa. It's up 3,000 above sea level.
Yes.
Very high altitude. The soil is very fertile and red soil. So the altitude, the way the farmers collect the beans, the way we use the water, the way we roast it, the way we grind it, whether it is smooth grinding or rough grinding, it all affects the quality of coffee.
So water, the grinding, as you said, you do a light roast, and then you grind it in a certain way. And this here is for what again?
This one is for pulper, for removing the parchment.
The parchment, got it. These actual outer layer. And then, but I notice here, you just steam the water and you add it.
Yeah.
That's it.
We put. As I've told you, everything matters, even the temperature. So we boil it to the optimum temperature. We pour the water, the hot water in the cup. Then we put the powder in that one. We wait it a certain minute to resettle. Then after that, we smell. We smell. Then we cut.
Wow.
It's artistic.
Tell me something. got you into the coffee business?
Actually, I was in banker before.
You were in banking, really?
Yeah. I was
For-
in a banking business.
okay.
So I was assigned in southern part of the country where coffee growing communities are there. So I used to finance those coffee business people, the farmers and others.
You started to see the opportunity.
Yes,
You're already
yeah.
on the side of lending.
Yeah.
And you started to see the opportunity. So then what happened?
Yeah, just when I just make the analysis, how they are doing everything. So
Right.
I became interested in the coffee business. So I just left the bank, took up this opportunity, started by helping coffee growers so that they directly source their coffee.
You saw everything.
Yes,
And from a
yes.
banker standpoint, guys, you have to understand, him working in banking, he's looking at everything, okay? Because banks have to take measured risk. They're not going to get into something that is risky. So he's seeing all of that and then left banking to get into coffee. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
So tell me, so you started to help the farmers
Yes.
in terms of their process or?
Yeah, in terms of the process and how they can link directly instead of middlemen
Yes.
from Europe or something like that, how
Yes.
they can directly target the market, the ultimate buyers, and so that they can get value on it. For example, recently I traveled to Algeria.
Okay.
Algeria used to source their they like consume a lot of coffee there, but they have never buy coffee directly from Ethiopia or other coffee producing
Oh, really?
countries in East Africa.
So with,
They used
from
to-
Algeria, they were always buying it from
middlemen.
Ethiopia.
Yeah.
These were the middlemen.
They,
Got it.
they were buying Ethiopian coffee from German traders or Qatari trader or something like that.
So
directly
you
source
went,
coffee from
you
Ethiopia.
literally went directly to the off-takers.
Yes,
And you negotiated with them. Probably a better deal.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You took out the middleman.
Yeah.
And now you have a direct off-taker.
I say that I'm trying to add value to the farmers,
Add
the coffee
value,
producers,
yes,
and also
yes.
the consumer actually, because they are getting at a lesser price.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. And let's talk about that in terms of adding value. A lot of time in the eco chain when it comes to agri business in Africa, a lot of times, there's a lot of middlemen in between all of this. But the other added value is taking out those middlemen and allowing those farmers to have direct contact with those processing institutions. So this is very important. What does that do? That increases the actual income for the actual farmers. And that's what we want at the end of the day.
We also expose ourselves to the international trade because you see people, exporters or suppliers of coffee from Ethiopia, they were not even willing or able to invest in this promotional trading activity, like
Sure.
participating in coffee conferences there, directly targeting the final consumer or something like that.
Yes,
So
yes.
I'm encouraging them.
Okay.
That's why I also established Dubai company. There is a free zone there. So we are up. These Middle East countries, Arab countries, also big consumer of coffee.
Right.
But as I've told you, they used to source their coffee
Right.
from traders in Germany.
traders,
Yeah,
right.
yeah. So the other way is I also took the ultimate interest of the consumers. So I will give training and other feedbacks to the coffee producers. So if you do like this one, you will get better value for your coffee because the consumers, for example, different areas of consumers have different tastes.
Yes.
The Middle East countries, the Arabs and others, they like strong coffee
Yes.
with strong acidity or something like that.
So you have to adhere to the actual market.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. So coffee is not just coffee, guys.
Yeah.
You just taught me something. So
Yeah.
I mean, I know people say, "Hey, I like my coffee black.
Yeah.
Or I like milk."
Yeah.
But I've not heard there's different
Yeah.
types.
Yeah.
In terms of how. So I guess that's where
Yeah,
your
yeah.
is that. So that's where your formula comes in.
Yeah. Different consumers have different affinity to different types of
Yes,
coffee.
yes.
So the coffee taste, starting from the place, the soil,
Yes.
the weather, the climate, the altitude,
Wow.
the roasting, the powdering,
Is
the
that-
packaging, everything affects the tastes.
Wow, even down to the packaging.
Yeah.
So is this where your lab comes into play?
Yes. So
see.
I source the coffees. I just roast it in our laboratory,
Yes.
taste it, cup it, and also send the samples. I travel a lot also. So we cup together with the final. If you do like this one, so we will be happy.
Okay.
So I just take their interest and apply here.
Wow, that's
You
pretty
know,
interesting.
coffee consuming is different. The Turkish coffee, if you know, for example,
Yes, yes.
it's different from Americano or
Yes.
something like that.
Yes.
And it's different from espresso.
And I've been to Egypt, and they drink a lot of Turkish coffee. So I can see that. But I never had in my mind they were all different. I just thought coffee was coffee. So let me ask you a question. In terms of in washing your coffee, do you use honey? Do you just use regular washing, or does that depend on the region that you're selling to?
We can do different varieties of coffee, and we use different form of processing. As I've told you, depending on the past requirement. So we do everything.
Right.
Anaerobic, alcoholic, washed coffee, natural coffee, natural specialty, washed specialty.
Wow.
Yeah, so we do different to satisfy customers' requirement.
So let me tell you a little bit about who I am and who iAfriKey is.
Okay,
See, iAfriKey is capital investment, right?
Okay.
So what iAfriKey is we are a global company who are investing with diasporans, right? So people from the diaspora includes African Americans, Afro-Caribbean, people from Europe, UK, Caribbean, and the United States. So how this works is we are encouraging the diaspora to invest in Africa. So we've been to Ghana, we've been to Nigeria, we've been to Rwanda, right? And now we're in Ethiopia, and we'll be in Kenya next, right? And so what we're doing is we want to see what are the added value products that we can talk to you about in terms of the agri business. We're also looking at feminine products as well, right? And we're also looking at paper products, soap powder, things of that nature, and other industries as well. Why are we picking these products? The reason is we understand that we call it the low-hanging fruit. This is where we can make an investment and we can see return on investments come back fairly reasonably quickly, right? We are also looking at the imports. As you know, as a banker, I'm sure you know this, over 80% of its products are actually imported. African products, whatever we're using, from shirts to napkins, it's all imported. But if someone had decided to not trade with us, what would that mean? That would be a crush in our economy, right? And so the premise of iAfriKey is to lessen our dependence on imports. Okay, and by doing that is we want to add value to our farmers here, right? In some cases, mechanize those farms, right? We're looking at that in the northern region of Ghana, right? Mechanizing some of the shea butter farms, right? We are looking at other products that we can actually make here. Right now in Ethiopia, a lot of dresses, beautiful dresses that are made. We see. They are actually made here, which is awesome. But where do we source the cotton? A lot of it's coming from, other places such as China, So how do we start to source that here in the continent of Africa, supporting each other in our GDP? So that is the goal of iAfriKey, is not just making an investment, but joint venturing with individual companies who may be struggling, or let's say it could be a coffee business where someone says, hey, I want 300 metric tons of this done. And, maybe that processor may not be able to afford to buy the coffee beans in order to do that. We're coming in, I'm sure you understand this from microfinancing, working in banking. We'll come in as a partner. We basically, they become the processor, if you will, or the operator, I should say, of that business. And we pretty much will invest in that company, making a direct investment. They're making money on the upside. As long as they're meeting our demands in terms of processing, it's a solid investment for everybody, including our investors, right? And so that's the goal of iAfriKey. So, I want you to understand where we're coming from. So when I look at a business like yours, and your background, we might have to talk to you about our advisory board here, because we are doing this in several countries throughout Africa, and we're starting with products that we can turn quickly. Why are we doing that? We want to show to the investor, Africa is a safe investment. Africa, you can invest in safely, and here's your money back. Because as you know, with investors, if they're getting their returns, what are they going to do? They're going to invest again, right? And so that is the goal.
So that is very interesting. For example, that was why I was wondering about, and that's why also the reason I'm just engaged in this consultancy business. For example,
Yeah.
Ethiopia, if you see the data, I can share it to you. Ethiopia is currently importing a lot of edible oil. From edible oil, like
Edible
sunflower oil,
Sunflower,
palm
yep.
oil.
Yep.
But there are plenty of arable land
Yes.
in Ethiopia which can produce sunflower
There
and
you
other.
go.
We can farm there. Ethiopia is selling sesame seeds, soybeans and others. Instead of processing it, making it oil and distribute to the local and whatever is left export, we are importing the final product. You understand? So we
Yes.
sell sesame seed, we sell soybean.
The soybean,
Yeah, and we import edible oil.
Ah, wow. So they're exporting the soybean.
Yeah.
And then they send it back to us in oil.
Yeah.
You know, this is a common practice to Africa. We
Yeah.
send out our raw products,
Yeah.
and we get the finished product back.
Yeah.
It blows my mind that we still do that.
Yeah.
But that's why we're here. We want to solve that problem.
Yeah.
You know, what are we importing that? I call it boring products, right? This is not tech. This is nothing, high tech, and we're not talking about that.
Yeah.
But these are simple things. Let's look at this. Things like this are imported mainly from China.
Yeah.
Tools, hand wrenches, imported from China.
Yeah.
These are simple, common things that we can employ our people here in Ethiopia, right, and throughout Africa to make.
For example, one Chinese company a week ago asked me about peanuts. They want to import a lot of peanuts from Ethiopia. Ethiopia is producing the peanut, but the productivity is very
Really?
very low. Yeah.
I didn't know, so we're growing peanuts here a lot.
Yeah. We grow, but not that much.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, so
Got it.
it's not sufficient to satisfy their demand.
Okay.
They are just asking for 2,000 ton or 3,000 ton or
Yeah.
something like that.
Yes.
Even the coffee, Ethiopia used to be #1 producer, and we claim to be the origin of the coffee. But now we are 7th in the world.
Okay.
Brazil, Vietnam, they take
Wow.
the seeds from here. Now they are producing a lot, and the productivity increased. But now we are so there is a lot of areas
Yes.
which the diaspora can bring the know-how, the technology, the market even.
That's it.
Yeah.
But we need people like you
Yeah.
to partner with,
Yeah.
right? Because you obviously have the banking background,
Yeah.
and you left banking to get into the agriculture
Yeah,
business.
yeah.
And you understand it. And
Yeah.
this is, look, we are not the experts on everything, right? What we are expert in is in process, right? Establishing the process, working with others to help with that process, and once we have that process, then we can execute.
Yeah.
One of the things that I keep saying, I say it over and over again, Africa does not lack resources at all. Natural resources, we don't lack people.
Yeah.
What we lack is structure.
Yeah,
and a process.
Yeah.
And if we can do that collectively, we would be a powerful continent.
Yeah.
But it starts with people like yourself, people like myself, putting that together and having a streamlined process. We
Yeah.
can't do everything at once.
Yeah.
We pick a sector to work in, and then we streamline it from there.
So this was, actually your idea exactly goes with me because, for example, last 10 years, one of a friend of mine used to import MDF from China.
Wow.
So I took him there.
What was it, macadamian?
MDF, medium density, like this one.
Oh, this. Oh, yeah. Okay,
this-
This wood.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah. Yeah. While there is a lot of forest in the country, he used to import the MDF product and was processing. So I took him to China. I make him visit different machinery factory producing.
Right.
So why don't you bring these machines and produce it here? So he didn't get finance immediately. The bureaucratic and other things.
Yes.
In Africa, that is one of the problem.
Okay.
So the Chinese came with the technology because they saw the data.
Yes. They saw the data.
Ethiopia,
That's it.
Nigeria, importing lots
the
of
data.
MDF.
Yeah.
So they bring the machine.
Yep.
They cut the woods, produce, and they are getting a lot of money.
Wow. Well, see, hey guys, we learned a lot today about coffee. Water matters, the grinding matters, how you roast it matters. It all matters in taste. And every region is not the same. So different parts of the world wants a different taste. So we're in the laboratory learning all the different aspects of how you do it. But it all matters. This is a huge business. Imagine being what do you call it? the person who tastes the coffee every day?
Copper.
Copper.
Yeah.
Man, I wonder how much that pays. Anyway,
There is a specialty coffee association headquartered in USA, Seattle. So they have different branches in different parts of the world. They give certificate for the coppers.
Really?
Yeah. So
you can go to school for that?
yeah.
Wow, so if you want to be a copper, you can get a certificate for that. Wow.
Yeah. So they call it Q grader, quality grader for short.
Quality grader, okay.
So if you are certified by SSA, then you are professional. You can do everywhere.
Wow.
They say the same language. They speak the same language, whether it is in Hamburg, in Seattle, or Texas, or in
It doesn't matter.
Shanghai.
It's the same language
same
because
language.
you have the certificate.
Yeah, the certificate.
So in other words, guys, whether you're in China, Turkey, or Ethiopia, it doesn't matter what language you speak, it's the same language in terms of being a cupper, somebody who actually tastes coffee. You can get certified in that. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But they call them Q, what do they call it? Quality?
Q grader, yeah.
Q grader, or quality grader.
Yeah.
So, wow. Thanks a lot again for your time.
Okay, thank
All
you
right.
very much.
Look forward to learning more.
Okay.
And we'll see you next time on AfriKey.
Yeah.
Investors, this is a quality market to be in.
Yeah.
I'll be talking to you more about making investments in the coffee industry for exports. But you're going to hear a lot more from this gentleman here. But we'll talk to you, and I'll see you next time. All right.
Thank you, Jesse.
Actually,
nice
thank
to see
you.
Yeah.
All righty. Nice to see you.